Hello friends, this is Mohideen here, welcoming you. Now before we start whatever we are going to say here, I'd like to um, just bring your attention to the fact that most of the videos that you see, they are from people who are either brokers or whoever. They are trying to get you to open an account so that they can earn a commission out of your trading and stuff like that. Well, this is Mohideen, as I said, from Bangalore, and I have nothing to offer you except advice. Okay, this video will show you, this particular video which we are going to make right now, it will show you how to use a certain strategy to make profits. But before we get into the strategy part of it, I'd like also to warn you that no strategy works 100% of the time, and you've got to do your homework and due diligence before you adopt any strategy for that matter. But this particular strategy has been found to be successful 98% of the time. That's a very good margin. 98% is not a low margin. And if you can succeed even 80% of the time or 70% of the time, you're making money. I hope you agree with me. So without much ado, let's get into it. But before you apply any strategy, you need to be trading with a stock, right? So let's go and select a stock. You go to the NSE India website, and as usual, you must be all knowing this. You go to the live market, you select, let's say, we'll select the equity market, equity stock today, okay? This works on any stock. So you can select whatever stock you want. Just bringing it here so that there's a procedure to it you can follow. Early in the morning, you can do this, or one previous night, you can do this. Select your scripts, and the next day, you can do it, or you can select it from here. For example, you can go to pre-open market at 9:07. This was closed, right? So 9 o'clock, the pre-open market opens. And here you get a list of all the opening prices of stocks for the day, right? So you can select from here. The most popular ones you can select. You can select something which is doing very good. 0.92% change is good enough. I'd like to go with 1 point something, but since you don't have it here, I mean, this does work on all the stocks, right? So there has to be some volatility, there has to be some volume to it, and there has to be movement. These are the three conditions that need to be met for this strategy to work. Okay, and apart from that, your own doing, like what you do with this particular stock, there are one or two conditions that I will tell you when the time comes. Okay, so we select a stock. Let's say we select, okay, let's just do this randomly. Okay, I've got a stock selected here already, which is Axis Bank, but I will not go into that. I will go with, let's say State Bank of India, right? SBIN, and we select the stock, and here it comes. So now you open the chart, and you'll see the chart for today. This is the 17th of January 2018. Now you'll wonder why I have opened an older stock which is already closed when the market is closed. Obviously, because I cannot record a video while I'm trading, while I'm busy, while I'm working. Okay, I don't have the time to do that. Number two, you have to see what happened with that stock, right? So an older chart will show you what happened so that you can expect the same thing when you are trading. Okay, so to make things clear to you, we need to work with an older chart, and this is not a very old chart. This is today's chart. Okay, the market has just closed. It is 6:30 today. 3 hours ago the market closed, and I'm recording this video. Okay, so now what do? Normally, intraday traders, we work with 5-minute charts. Some use 10 minutes, some use 15 minutes also, but I work on a 5-minute chart. You can see that here, right? So what we do is, for this strategy, we open the chart in the 15-minute frame just for a small time. for 2-3 minutes till we can set this up, set the strategy up. Okay. Now in the 15-minute chart, what you can do is you look at the second candle for the day, the second candle. Okay. And then you see that it has done. You'll see that here, those prices there. When I hover my mouse over the candle, you will see those prices for that candle. Okay. So you can see that this candle, it opened at 294.60 and it closed at 298.30. But it went to a high of 299.95 and a low of 292.60. So that is what we are going to mark. We are going to mark the high and the low of this candle. Okay. So let's go to the low first. Okay. You have to open this, select the horizontal line and all that. I hope you know that. So you go down to 292.60. Okay. 292.62. There's already a line there. Okay, we'll go still further down. 292.62 is the closest we can get to that price. So we'll put our horizontal line there. It's a little tricky. Okay, I put the line there. That is the floor. That's the floor or the support. Okay, and then we go to the high, which is 299.95. Okay, and the closest we can get is 299.94. Fair enough. Okay, and there is the line. You've done, you've set up the strategy. Now you go to your chart as usual, the 5-minute chart. Okay, you will not see it here. See those lines we drew here because you need to go back to that beginning of the day. Okay, now you'll see this is the ceiling and this is the support. The floor, the ceiling, resistance, support. Okay. Now, what you do is you got the strategy placed there. Now you need to, as I said, 1 minute, just before I forget. You are doing this about 45 minutes, half an hour or 45 minutes after the market opens. Why? Because let's go back to that 15-minute frame. The reason is that you need to select the second candle of the day. Okay, which is this candle here. That is where you drew the lines for the high and the low. Correct? So this candle, since the market opens at 9:15 and you are going to open a 15-minute chart, this candle will start at 9:30. You can see the time below there, right? And it'll close 15 minutes later because it's a 15-minute chart. Okay, so the candle will close exactly 15 minutes after it opened. So 9:15 to half an hour is 9:45. Okay, so you have to do this after 9:45. Don't worry, you're not going to miss out on anything. Okay, you might miss out on a very early surge in the market, but that is not the time we like to trade, right? Okay, so you got that. Now we go back to the 5-minute frame and we see our lines there. Okay, now what are we going to do about this? So let's go to the early morning. Okay, now you have come in, let's say 45 minutes later, so that's about 10 o'clock. So you're somewhere here. Now what do you see here? This price candle is nowhere near the ceiling nor the floor. Okay, so we wait. Don't do anything. This is one of the conditions of success in this particular strategy. Don't do anything while the candles are in between these two lines. Okay, now you just keep a watch. Of course, you will not see all these candles at that time because they have not opened as yet. Okay, so you have just come in and you're waiting. So wait and see what happens. You'll see the green candle. Don't jump at it. Don't go and start buying. Okay, This candle is reaching this ceiling almost, but still you need to wait. Here it has crossed. You can make an entry here if you want, but if you're too cautious, you can wait for another 5 minutes and see what the next candle does. The next candle is red and it is going down. But that really doesn't matter. If you want to make an entry here, you can make an entry. But if you're overcautious, you can wait. Okay? Because what happens is, once you make an entry and suddenly the market reverses and it is going down, you panic and you sell and get out. Okay? But here you need patience. Okay? So if you don't have the patience, no problem at all. Just don't do anything. Don't buy or don't sell. Just keep quiet. Okay? And then go to, just follow the chart. The next thing here you see, it's almost, no, not almost, it has crossed the ceiling. And then the next candle is confirming with a green channel going up, green candle going up, correct? So you make an entry here if you want. You can make an entry there. This is touching the ceiling. Don't make an entry there. I would not. You can do it if you want to, but I would not. So this is just crossed the ceiling. I can take a chance here, but better you do this here. Okay. And once you have taken an entry here, what is the price? You can see the price is opened at 299.85 and closed at 301 10 paisa. So your purchase price will be somewhere between 299.85 and 301 10 paisa. Okay. So that's about 1 rupee 95 paisa difference. So within that difference, you will have made your entry. Okay. And then what happens? Well, we need to go and watch what happened. Okay. See, this is where you made your entry, right? It goes up, and finally it is still up. Okay. But you will close around 3:15, 15 minutes before the market opens. Okay. So you'll close somewhere here, so here. Okay, and what is the price here? 306.70. Okay, so you bought it at 299.85 or 301 rupees, let's say, and you're selling anything between 306 rupees to 308 rupees. Okay, if you have hit the high, you get 308. If you have hit at the right at the bottom, 306.55. Okay, so you made a profit of 6.5-7 rupees per share. So if you have bought 100 shares, that's 650 rupees, 700 rupees. If you bought 200 shares, it's 1300 to 1400 rupees. Okay, I'd like to give a name to this strategy, but I can't think of anything. I'll simply use something that another friend of mine who is a trader, he uses words like this. Uh, this is his jackpot, right? It could be a jackpot. So this is it, the jackpot strategy. Okay. Okay. Having said that, let's just check out on what happened in Axis Bank at the same time. Okay. Let's go to the 15-minute frame and put in those horizontal lines. All right. And the second candle, remember, the second candle of the day. This is 9:15, the first candle. This is the second candle. Okay. So the high was 564.90. So let's go to 564.90 and put the line. Okay. And then the low was at 561. Okay. So 561. Okay. Line there, I think. Okay. So we closest to it. Sometimes we cannot get the exact price line up on the exact price, but closer to it. Okay. Now we have the lines there. We go back to the 5-minute frame and let's go to the beginning of the day. We put in those lines there. I had already marked the lines, I think. So there's a double line, doesn't matter. Okay. So we are now at, we went to 16th, today is the 17th. here we are. Now you marked the lines at 9:45 and you are now here. You are somewhere 10 o'clock you put those lines in probably. So you're here. And what has happened? It has already shot up and broken the ceiling and gone way up, right? What do? Buy. Buy and book the profits when the time comes. And where are you? What time did you buy? Okay, you got in around 10:15, let's say. Let's not be too greedy. Okay, 10:15 you bought. Okay, and the price you bought it as was at 570 15 paisa to 571 5 paisa. Okay, so that's about 90 paisa difference. So whatever, let's say you bought it for 571. Okay, and then it goes up and it goes up and it goes up, and 3:15 is the closing time for you, which I normally prefer, and that is the candle where you'll be closing the deal. And what is the price there? The high is 588.50, the low is 585.10. Okay, so between those two prices you'll be exiting. So let's say you exited at 585, taking the lower. Okay, 585. And what time did you, how much did you enter at? What price did you enter at? 9:15, right? So 9:15, the price was 570. Okay, so that is a profit of 15 rupees per share. Got that, my friends? So why not call it the jackpot strategy, right? All the best to you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'm not going to ask you to open an account here or there or spend your money, whatever. You do what you want to do. I'm just doing this because I like to do it. Okay, and all the best to you. I hope the strategy gets you some good money, and you simply say a thank you, a small prayer for me if you have made money. And if you have not, please don't hold me responsible. As I said earlier, no strategy works 100% of the time. Okay, but this strategy, as I said, works 98% of the time as observed. Okay, so I wish you all the best and keep coming back for more videos like this.